into it as well to help you further as well. No problem. Give me a second, guys. Just gotta adjust the camera a bit here. Good things. If I take Chilajit, is that enough magnesium for heart issue? No, it's not. You don't get enough in it. It does have all the trace minerals. It does have magnesium, but it does not have the enough amount of magnesium to actually help. So no matter what, you still have to take magnesium on its own. I just have to keep an eye on the machines outside because I was cutting some wood. I just don't want because it's supposed to actually rain today, so we'll see what happens. I hope you guys are having a good Friday afternoon already. Time goes by quick. So no matter what, while you're actually doing the Chilajit, you still have to take your magnesium to actually saturate correctly, no matter what. For hypothyroidism, you told me to take tyrosine. Should I take it alone and how much? Yes. Minimum dose is anywhere between 500 to 1,000 milligrams and it has to be in an empty stomach, as tyrosine does conflict with other amino acid and you don't actually get the proper benefit. So definitely have to be consumed by itself, and you definitely have to consume it at least 3-4 times throughout the day, not just a one time. So works really, really well. Sometimes you might have to add other things to it, but most of the time it does work on its own, which is excellent. Mario, can I do testosterone as I age? I want to keep big muscles on me. You could, but sometimes we tend to be estrogen dominant. So make sure you check on your estrogen levels. Make sure it's not too high. If the estrogen is not too high, then you should actually, your body continuously produce testosterone, or you can take DHEA, for example. But if you need to take TRT, you can definitely do that. It's not going to harm you at all. Is clinical nutrition the same as dietitians? No, the dietitians, they don't look into blood work at all. As a clinical nutritionist, I do look into blood work and I'm able to analyze it, blood work, genetics, everything. Which supplements for energy? Best ones that actually would be creatine, D-ribose to actually boost up your energy levels. Hey, Paulon, how are you? Can I inject testosterone? I'm a big workout guy, natural at the moment, but having trouble. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Or you can look into peptides. Look into peptides as well, like growth hormones and everything. That would work ideally. It depends on your testosterone level too, where it's at. Best thing for dark circles. Mine are really bad. Dark circle where? Around your eyes, you mean? 5V range, no. Oops, L-tyrosine, levothyroxine, or should I stop the level? You have to actually wean off closely, very, very small, 25% every 3 weeks, and you can actually see how your body reacts to it. Don't just drop it instantly. Francesco, yes, it is in regards to the eyes. Most of the time it's vitamin C, vitamin E, tocotrienol deficiency in the body. And most of the time people are, well, you could be dehydrated. You need probably some proper trace minerals in your water so you can actually balance. King Lion Blocks, how are you? But yeah, so sometimes it could be a zinc deficiency as well. So it could be very many things. It could be iron. So it depends all on your lifestyle. Sometimes, throwing questions at me like that without kind of knowing your lifestyle is hard for me to actually give you like a specific answer. I can always kind of randomly give you an answer. Thoughts on TRT, 53 years old male, feel great, life changing. TRT works good. Like certain people, they do require, certain people, they don't. Um, if you feel good on it, that's awesome. The only reason we need the TRT is because we tend to be more estrogen dominant because we tend to kind of consume everything in plastic, and a lot of the plastic can actually mimic estrogen levels. What do you think of beef liver capsules? They're not bad. I like the real liver, but if you're able to get them in capsules, at least you're getting some good density of nutrients. Hey, love, hey, Vissa, how are you? I'm edging. You the man. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Changed my diet. No longer tired during the daytime. That's awesome. Excellent. That's great. Good to hear. Keep at it. What to use for pain in the knees where I climb the stairs? Knees, pain in the knees, if it's a joint issue, sometimes it's regarded to the diet being high in carcinogenics, such as tomato skins and seeds, nightshade, vegetables. They cause aches and pains in the joints. Sometimes it could be a boron deficiency and magnesium deficiency. So these two, as long as they're actually available in the body, then you should be fine. Hey, Cha, how are you? It's almost the same. Sometimes the creaky joints, if they're actually kind of bone on bone, they call it. Sometimes that's wear and tear on the joints. And the only reason you get wear and tear as well, it could be from diet-related carcinogenics, and sometimes it could be other issues where you're losing some bone density, where boron is required and other things are required to actually help and assist further. Hey Ricky, how are you? Jack, how's it going today? So there's a lot of things to look into, but the first initial start, chondroitin, glucosamine, boron, magnesium, phosphorus, these would be like your first initial steps for at least 6 months. See how you feel. If you feel better, we know we're actually triggering the issue. If you do not, then sometimes we might have to go into like peptides to actually fix the issues. 1, 2, 2, 8, 0. What are pylori bacteria causes? Bloated, constipation, headaches, diarrhea, loss of vision, foggy brain. There's many things, Vesta, you can actually, it causes numbness in the toes, feeling bloated every time you eat. So there's lots. Say the N word. What is the N word? So I was just trying to track a shipment. They lost one of my orders. Can you speak deeply about thyroidism, diet, supplement? Thank you. When it comes down to a thyroid, it's not so much about thyroid itself. It's actually 80% of the time is due to gut health more than anything. Nothing to do with thyroid. Thyroid is like less than 20%. So before you start to take so many different supplementation for your thyroid, it is good to actually look after your gut health first, because your gut plays a huge role. 80% of the issues happens in the gut and towards to the thyroid. So the only reason we trigger hyperthyroid sometimes is specific vegetables we consume or specific too much carbohydrates we consume in our diet that we end up activating the hypothyroidism issue. Can you speak Zulu? No, I don't. But health, do you recommend ashwagandha? If you are gonna take ashwagandha, because it does kind of get your adrenals fatigue. It does cause adrenal fatigue, so you just gotta be careful. You have to cycle it every 45 days. If you can cycle it every 45 days, then you're fine. So every 45 days, make sure you take about a 7-day time frame off before you actually decide to go back onto it again, because it does cause sometimes irregular heartbeat, sometimes it puts you in a depression mood, and sometimes the adrenal fatigue from it. So instead of taking ashwagandha, there's way safer forms out there you can take, such as L-theanine would be good. GABA is not bad. So it depends if you're looking for more of a relaxation or not. That's what I would do instead of doing ashwagandha. Or sometimes you can take, some people feel great on taking lion's mane is good. Cordyceps. There's a lot of other potential things you can do instead of ashwagandha. And some people might take it and might feel too mellow that they end up having irregular heartbeat. So just gotta be careful how much you take. Just like steroids, safe test boosters. For testosterone boosters, you don't need testosterone boosters. I would actually consider checking your estrogen levels, estradiol blood testing, because what happened is a lot of the people are more of the estrogen dominant because they tend to consume and buy everything in plastic, and plastic mimics estrogen. So if you are estrogen dominant, you can take a supplement like calcium D-glucarate to actually flush out the excess estrogen from your body before you kind of decide on going into like testosterone boosters. But testosterone boosters, you can go DHEA, you can go tribulus tetris, you can go certain peptides. There's a lot of different herbs out there you can definitely try. Neuropathic pain treatment, acetyl L-carnitine, you need to take 5,000 milligrams daily. So what is the best way to heal the gut issue? Start taking some digestive enzymes with some hydrochloric acid and practice food combining. Is estrogen in city water? Yes, 100% it is. And that's why we always have to actually, filter the water. And once every 6 months, it's better to take calcium D-glucarate. I take that for about, 3 to 6 months. I do this once a year. And what it does is just flushes out any excess estrogen in our body. Keep in mind, everything we buy, meat, produce, anything you buy from the store, sometimes most of the stuff we drink, is all kind of has some type of plastic in it. And plastic, when it actually has fluctuation of temperature, it actually mimics estrogen. I bought L-theanine after you said for anxiety, but can't relieve. What dose do you think? Start anywhere between 200 to 800 milligrams per dose. Thanks, very helpful. You seem very educated. Thanks, Joe. Cheers. Say it slowly, please. So calcium D-glucarate. Calcium space D-glucarate. And that's what you need to actually flush out any excess estrogen in the body. And you do that for at least probably 3 to 6 months out of the year. You don't have to do it every single day. It all depends on the diet you're on, what you're eating, what you're consuming, where you're getting your meat. Like even right now, when I buy to give you an example, when I buy the meat from, grass-fed, grass-finished from the butcher, he still wraps them in paper, and inside the paper, there's actually a lot of the paper is actually sealed with plastic. So no matter what, we still get so much access in plastic till today that it's almost hard to get away from, and that's why we need to kind of do something about it. Even when you're drinking water from your tap water, or you're actually getting it filtered, your filtration might have some plastic materials. Some of the faucets might have plastic materials. So all this stuff mimics estrogen every time it gets heated or anything like that. And we know for a fact, we open up the hot water, for example, so that heat goes through plastic. So what happens is it mimics estrogens in our body. What is food combining? Never mix carbohydrates with fats and protein. Hey, Alexi, how are you? Hey, D. Good to see you. Likewise. I can't see you, but I know you're there. Why do vegans end up with depression? Because they actually have a lot of deficiencies. We have, when I was vegan, probably like back in 2002 or 2006 when I tried it. So we actually become deficient, very, very high levels in deficiency. And a lot of the vegans, they actually have very high levels of homocysteine because they don't get enough collagen in their body and they don't end up methylating correctly. So they end up getting a lot of mood fluctuation. And if you notice that when you talk to a vegan, most of them, they actually get angry very fast or they get pissed off very fast. Why? Because they're actually certain vitamins and minerals that's actually required for our brain, specifically cholesterol. It's not found. It's very, very small amount of it. And that's why they tend to get angry very fast or frustrated because they cannot control themselves. Calcium D-glucarate. Yeah, perfect. You got it. That's the way you write it. My daughter has mood swings. Maurice just ran into you. I'm astounded by the bullshit MDs and others put on here. Oh, it's crazy, Frank. It's crazy the amount of stuff they put out. And they are all about selling stuff. They just want to make money off pharmaceutical bullshit. That's how they get paid. That's how they make money. And that's how they became rich. And that's how they keep you sick. So they constantly are traveling and enjoying life. What should you do if you have gallstones? Do a gallstone cleanse. 3 days, all you do is eat apples. And the last day, you just drink 1 cup of olive oil with 1 cup of lemon. And that's how you can actually break down the gallstones. They do, yes. They do get angry very fast, which is unfortunate. I don't have anything against vegans. Some of my patients are vegans, and they do that. And a lot of them, they end up taking a lot of supplementation to actually help with that. Can you share with us what supplements and minerals do you take? I take. So what works for me, guys, is not gonna work for you because my goal is different than yours. But I do take this stuff here. Like I do take Resveratrol by this company. Generic Labs. I take their NMN. They're one of my I like to look at some of these products are very expensive, but I look at quality instead of quantity. And the quality of the products is very, very essential. So I do take, I have all the supplements that I take, I have them listed on my website. So I do take nitric oxide to vasodilate the arteries. I do take NMN and resveratrol. Not so much for longevity, but more of added polyphenols. And the added polyphenols will actually prevent your LDL or your lipids from oxidizing or even causing soft plaque buildup. I do take some digestive enzymes if I end up eating a meal that does not contain any enzymes in it. So there's a lot of things I tend to kind of take, but not on a daily basis, based on the day and based on what I'm eating. What's your thoughts on calcium supplements? They should be in the garbage. Nobody should be taking any calcium supplement at all. Should it be green or red apples? For what? Doesn't matter as long as they're organic. Same here. People need to do the research on supplements companies. 100%. Because the problem is, everybody, they just go for the price. It's not about the price, guys. The supplement industry is almost like a pharmaceutical bullshit. Seriously, if you guys don't actually look into it, ask for certificate of analysis, check their third-party testing, check the quality, then you're just wasting your money. And of course, it's always look into like specific bioavailability, nano formula, and look for certificate of analysis to make sure it's not actually imported from overseas or China or other places that could contain a lot of heavy metals. So all these things are very important, and it depends what's mixed in the bottle. Like for example, when I take resveratrol, it does combine with the other ingredients as being MCT. It does require MCT to actually be able to absorb the polyphenols correctly. If it doesn't have the polyphenols, if it doesn't have the MCT, then you're never going to absorb it. So this is very, very crucial. That's why some of the supplements, I get you guys tell me they are very expensive. They are very expensive for a reason, because they do work. Not like others where you have to take, probably 3, 5, or 6, 7 pills to get the same effect. Fasting often helps with balancing body metabolism. Yes, to a point. Praying for everything and everyone, especially enemies, will help with depression. 100%. Hey Elsa, how are you? What can I do to lower LDL is 125, HDL 65, triglycerides 76. There's nothing wrong with your LDL levels. The only thing is your triglyceride is just slightly higher to your HDL, so you could be becoming insulin resistant. You can download my ebook. on how to actually fix cholesterol with a proper vitamin or treatment without any pharmaceutical bullshit, and you can actually decrease your triglyceride and increase your HDL. But you're probably consuming more carbohydrates than what your body requires, and that's a big issue. Maurice, I have to start making dinner. Have a good night. Cheers, Frank. Enjoy your dinner. Maurice, fasting and then doing high intensity cardiovascular training is not a good idea. I had no energy, fatigue very fast. Yes, you will actually drain quite fast. The only thing you can do is sometimes add 30 minutes prior D-ribose and creatine to give you like a really good boost for your mitochondria. But doing it on an empty stomach sometimes it will drain you, and you're not gonna have the strength and the energy you would like to have. Hey, handsome, watching from the. Okay, good to hear. What do you think of the last Chinese study that intermittent fasting is dangerous for heart? It's bullshit. It's not dangerous for the heart. The only reason it becomes dangerous because people are overdoing it. Is there a deficiency that causes a feeling of independent doom? It causes a feeling of impending doom. Can you Can you explain a little bit better? Karen, thanks so much for the gift. Why does boron hurt my stomach? Are you taking boron or are you taking borax? Sometimes boron will be very tough to actually absorb. That's why. Maurice, how much do you weigh currently? About 150 right now. I don't weigh that a whole lot. My top weight back in the day was like 200 pounds. Can fasting help ejection fraction or no effect? Not a whole lot, no. The only way you can fix ejection fraction is with the 3 supplements. Acetyl L-carnitine, D-ribose, and ubiquinol. And sometimes I like to throw in creatine. Like feeling something bad is going to happen, or feeling so this is usually something with the brain that there's 2 things. Most of the time it's cholesterol deficiency. Cholesterol is being too low, it does that. And sometimes you need L-theanine to actually help relax and get you back into the fight or flight mode, to actually get you out of that mode and actually put you more in a relaxation stage. And you can do that by doing more magnesium and more L-theanine. Carnivore keto or low carb? Carnivore keto would be good. It's very similar as doing low carb. You still need carbs once a week, ideally, or else you can actually end up causing more issues to your thyroid. Guys, there's a lot of comments being blocked, so you might have to reword your message or your question if I'm not responding because it's being blocked. Maurice, do you ever do grounding or meditation? I do grounding every day. I used to step outside for 10 minutes every day, but now I have a grounding sheet, Ben. So when I sleep, I'm being grounded for about 6 hours every single night. And it feels amazing. I have high blood pressure, got a very healthy lifestyle, but cannot seem to get a level rate. Any suggestions? Yeah, download my ebook on how to reverse high blood pressure or book an appointment with me. Because it's nothing to do with your diet. It's you. 13 grams boron per day. 13 grams. No, if you're going to be taking boron, it's 13. Or you can take borax, 1/8 of a teaspoon with 1 liter of water and you drink it. Taking 500 milligrams niacin, I usually flush, but every day, but yesterday I didn't. I enjoy the flush. Any reason it stops? Yes, your body get used to it and sometimes it doesn't happen. It still works. And if you want the flush, you can stop for about 7 days and reintroduce it again. 50 years age, which magnesium is best? Magnesium ionic chloride. I do have it on my website, and that's the only version that your body can actually absorb correctly. Any other version won't actually absorb at all. I love meat, but doc told me because my cholesterol I have to don't consume. The doctor has no clue what he's talking about. Meat is heals. I eat meat every day for the past 10 plus years. 2 pounds a day minimum. Look, I already have some taken out for tonight. This is like 1.5 pounds. Does NAC cause flushing? No, it doesn't. NAC, if anything, is gonna reduce any mucus in your body. I really enjoy your live. You're very well educated and respond to all questions, so I appreciate you. Thanks, Mahush. Thank you so much for the message. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so this is what I'm gonna have today. This is my little ground beef. We're gonna have it with maybe like 4 eggs. I went and picked up some pasture-raised eggs today. The lady called me. She's like, Maurice, we got some nice eggs for you, so you guys can see them. I went and picked them myself. They look really, really good, actually. No fridge. Don't have to be in the fridge. They look really good. So that's gonna be my dinner for today. I'm a big egg person. I love them. I really we got 4 dozens of eggs. We're gonna actually, and I got some grass-fed cheese as well too. So we're gonna try that out. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing good. Maurice, is there any supplements to help with heart murmur apart from one that help ejection fraction? Well, with the heart murmur, you have to actually saturate with magnesium. If you don't saturate with magnesium, it's always gonna be there. So I would do magnesium with taurine. So magnesium, you're looking about 200 milligrams, ionic chloride, most bioavailable, and you have to do 3,000 milligrams of taurine, Ben. I get regular palpitations on restlessness. Download my ebook on heart arrhythmia, aesthetics. And lastly, it'll give you the guidance and the proper information to actually fix that up, because it does fall under the heart arrhythmia issue. Just gonna get some water, guys. I've been out of magnesium for 2 weeks now, which is, I'm very disappointed. My shipment is supposed to arrive on June 6th and it's been lost. I've ordered 16 bottles and they lost it. So I haven't been taking any magnesium. I've been taking the old style magnesium and I don't like it because I finished this bottle in like a week because it's not that great for you. If saturated correctly, yes, you could, Ben, 100%. You have to hit 6 milligrams per deciliter or higher for your RBC magnesium. Aesthetics, download my ebook on heart arrhythmia. I wrote a whole book on heart arrhythmia and how to actually fix palpitations. Go download it and it gives you all the answers correctly and a guidance. I can't give you the protocol right now here because there's a lot of information to give you. But go and actually download it and get the supplement that you require. There's only about 3 supplements you require. Maurice, I used to take my ionic chloride without other water and just drop alone, and it gave me bad soft stool. Now I have in water, slowly sip, I have no problem. 200 milligrams every 3 hours. Yeah, if you put it under your tongue or you kind of drink it, because the body's not used to actually taking such a high amount of magnesium. So you have to actually put it in 1 cup of water and sip on it. And if it's keep giving you a soft stool effect every 3 hours, then switch it to every 4 hours. So that's a sign that your intestine is very weak and your pancreas is not actually releasing proper bicarbonate so you can actually suck up all the magnesium correctly. So drink it in water, continue adding some apple cider vinegar with your food, or maybe hydrochloric acid so you can actually increase the acidity but increase the bicarbonate in your small intestine. What if you have an intolerance to white eggs? I have intolerance to white eggs. That's why sometimes I dispose white egg or I have to actually mix it. If I don't mix it, I feel exhausted, tired, and I get allergic reaction from white eggs, from the white part. Almost about 80% of the population, they cannot actually absorb the egg white. So it's better to actually either dispose it or mix it up. Seeds and dark chocolate is loaded with magnesium. I think it is, but your body cannot absorb it all. That's the problem. Where can I get your book? If you click on my picture profile, it's going to take you to my main page. On the main page, there is a website. If you go to the website, you can actually get all the ebooks that I have. Bonjour, Maurice. Where are you? Take the Celtic salt for now. It has 3 magnesiums. Love it. Yes, it does. Very, very small amount. I come here every day to watch you. I'm free. Awesome. Awesome. Maurice, is there anything I can take to help my body absorb nutrients better? Bicarbonate. All your nutrients gets absorbed into your small intestine. Hello, Maurice. What about study about omega-3 is not recommended? Yes, omega-3 tend to oxidize. That's why I always recommend cod liver oil and I only recommend DHA. Also struggle to get my long breath. I have gastritis. What is your opinion about collagen peptides? Collagen peptide is not bad as long as you're getting type 1 and type 3. If you consume under 100 grams of protein, you need 5 grams daily. If you consume over 100 grams of protein a day, you need 10 grams daily. When I don't have magnesium with taurine, I don't feel as good as when we just have magnesium alone. So the taurine, what it does, it knocks on the cells to allow more magnesium into the cells. So if you have no taurine, you're never gonna saturate correctly. Hey Marek, how are you? I have to appreciate all the education you give us. You are angel. God bless you. Thanks so much, Anna. Really appreciate that. Can AFib go away? Yeah, it is 100% fixable. Go download my ebook, please, about heart arrhythmia. AFib falls under the heart arrhythmia, and it will actually fix it for you. Mark, I hope you're having a good weekend. I've been working so much at the house, and I went and bought and used table saw because I needed a table saw today. So I went and bought one, a used one. It's actually not bad. I think I got a good deal on it. Did you have coffee yet? Yeah, I just had my coffee before I called you guys. I should have waited till I actually called you, then I would have made my coffee. How many years after your heart accident, Maurice, did it take before you knew all info on best diet and supplement to avoid it happening again? So when I had the heart issue, and I took time off work. I took 3 months off work, and the only thing is, while I was actually sitting outside trying to recover, all I was eating was meat. And for some reason, after 4 or 5 days, I start to feel, incredible. No vegetables, no fruits, and nothing like that. All I ate was just meat, 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 and I start to kind of feel good. I'm like, well, there gotta be some kind of benefit that I'm eating meat and feeling great compared to eating vegetables as at to what the doctor recommended, and I was not feeling good at all. So that's when I started to actually dig into it a lot further, and it took me roughly about 3 months to get all my head wrapped around all the blood work and lipids and everything, a lot of the information that is actually missed. And that's when I actually stopped all the medication and just start to focus a lot more in regards to supplementation, quality over quantity, and food and intermittent fasting and all that stuff. I started to get into it. So within about 3 months after. I appreciate all the info, kind sir. What about supplements or foods that help with healthy hair? I did a video on healthy hair. Most of the time, the only reason we struggle with hair is because we have a loss of iron. Drink coffee with MCT oil, as Maurice advised. You will never drink other coffee again. Oh, it's delicious. I just had mine. I had two today, actually, and one mushroom. So I'm going to have another mushroom coffee later on today. B complex important for heart health, Maurice? Yes, make sure it is a methylated form. I was told you have to have taurine with magnesium to help with palpitation. Yes, 100%. My hands fall asleep overnight while I'm sleeping. They wake when I shake them. Thoughts? It's not whether it's spine or neck. Sometimes it is food. Sometimes it could be insulin resistant, causing a neuropathy issue. Gastritis is digestive enzymes, hydrochloric acid, and bicarbonate. That's what I would actually use. What's good for hay fever? Quercetin and NAC. So check it out. This is what I finished my roof today. All of it. I don't know if you guys like it or not. What do you guys think? It looks good, actually. Not bad. It was a lot of work. My freaking shoulders, my arms were getting numb. Then I started building a little shelf unit because I need to actually store my. I don't have much room, and I actually started building this little thing. So it actually looks not bad. First time. Have to keep myself busy. Looks excellent. Ceiling looks great. Thank you. Yeah, it's. I still have one section to finish, and I should be completed. What is the bee pattern good for? You mean bee pollen? Think of it as your ultimate multivitamin, because it is packed with vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and the mother of all mother of all enzymes as well too. So it's excellent to have. Were you a soldier? My daughter suffers from hives. What is best for her? Quercetin, bioavailable quercetin or nano quercetin would be like your best idea. So yes, I still have to do the walls. I got 3 walls to finish. I wanted to finish them this weekend, but the guy with the excavator is coming tomorrow. He's gonna teach me how to use it, and I'm gonna try to kind of dig so I can put all the plumbing underground so it doesn't freeze. Hey Maurice, I did another blood test. My B12 is 369, folate 4.6. Also my A1C is up 5.6. What changed? I can't believe you approve TRT. To a certain extent, yes, but not for everybody. Keep in mind, a lot of my patients that actually do TRT are over the age of 55, 60. After we do their hormones, we check their levels and stuff, and they are not estrogen dominant. So yes, they then tend to go on TRT because of over the years of abusive. So if you're actually thinking of trying it temporary, yes, it's fine, but there's a slight things you have to kind of maintain as well too, because I have a lot of customers, they actually take it. Your work tells me you were in the army, possibly years ago. I can't download your palpitation ebook. How come? Once you actually pay for it, you're gonna get a link to your email address. 28 drops equal to 100 milligrams on the iHerb Ion. Oh, you're still taking the iHerb Ionic Chloride, not the one that I recommended from the US. The one I recommend from the US, you take 40 drops, and it's actually more bioavailable than the Ionic Chloride one from iHerb. Because I've been doing testing on the other one for the past year now. I have no idea other than stomach has been acting weird lately. What has something must have changed. Either your digestive enzymes or something must have been off then. I have little amount left, then I use Australian next. Okay, perfect. So once you start using the Australian one, keep in mind that every 20 drops will give you about 100 milligrams, 102 milligrams. What form of bicarbonate should I take? You know, you can get your from the store, from a local store, bicarbonate or carbonated sodium carbonate. That's the kind you can use. The 200 milligrams, I believe, it's 40 drops. 40 drops, you get about 202 or so, 204 milligrams. Duke, sit. When you see me sitting down, you always want to play. Sit down with me beside me. Sit here. Come on, boy. Where are you? Stop licking my ears. I've been recommended Neo 40. It has B12, folate, and vitamin C, and nitric oxide from bees, but it has sodium. Yeah, the Neo 40 only activates your nitric oxide for 2 hours. It's not very similar to the Berkeley one. It activates up to 8 hours. There's a huge difference in between. Should I take a tablespoon of bicarbonate? Yes. Yeah, there's Duke. Stop it. Sit down. Did you guys see the baby deer that it's on our land? Did you guys see the video? It's back today. I was gonna go take a video of it, but Duke was with me, so I left it. Beautiful, beautiful little deer. Maurice, should I come help you finish your house in exchange for info to heal my body? 100%. Why not? I don't know if I'm gonna do the outside this year. I don't know if I can afford it, but I wanna finish the whole inside. I would have pitched that now 40, but I hear that sodium nitrate is dangerous. Um, the only thing is with the sodium nitrate, sometimes it causes induced nitric oxides. You just have to be careful. Hi, I can download ebook on palpitations and breathing. Did you pay for it? Aesthetics. Why does my dog bites up my son car bumper? I have no clue. I have to look into that. Duke, come back here. Um, Hi Maurice, once saturated with the magnesium, is the maintenance dose still 40 drops every 40 hours? It varies. It could be 40 drops maybe once a day, or it could be 40 drops twice a day. So that varies. Varies on your maintenance level, varies on how much your body requires. Deer is dangerous. Please be careful. Oh, it's a baby. It's only like, not even weighs like maybe 4 or 5 pounds. Beautiful. What kind of siding are you doing to put? Hardy is nice and is so LP smart. I haven't really looked into it, Jimmy, because in case if there's fires around here, I was thinking of maybe putting like, like rocks or something stackable. I haven't really decided. Oh, they already ate my. So this is what's happening. Somebody, because been coming to my greenhouse, they've consumed most of my cucumbers. They've consumed my lettuce and arugula, and now they're actually. I was thinking of growing sweet potatoes for my cheat day, and I'm looking at them. They're all being consumed. I think I have like a mole or something going into the greenhouse and eating everything. Kind of sucks. After having 200 milligram magnesium with 3,000 milligrams of taurine, can the rest of magnesium I just have alone without taurine for the rest of the day? 200. After having 200 milligrams magnesium with taurine, can I rest of magnesium I just have alone without taurine? You still need taurine, at least probably maintenance, about 1,000 milligrams. Maurice, how's you, beautiful soul? Hey, D, how are ya? Good to see you on here. Can you take taurine before bed? Does it cause you trouble sleeping? I haven't really tested the taurine before bed, to be honest with you, Paul. So I don't know if it does or not. Usually before bed, I've been taking magnesium glycinate, I take GABA, and I take L-theanine to actually help me go into deep sleep, or else I'd be like a zombie some days, because sometimes I wake up and I'm exhausted just because I didn't take the proper stack. And it's been working for me good, especially sometimes I stay late working, and I still have to stay late today working. I have about 3 patients. I have to do their info still. On your ebook, would it recommend which supplements to have? Yes, 100% it does, and it kind of gives you the protocol. Can you explain what's induced nitric oxide? So technically, induced nitric oxide is supposed to actually increase your immunity, but what happened is too much of it end up causing oxidization. So to prevent induced nitric oxide, you have to take at least 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C, or take tocotrienols of vitamin E of 300 milligrams. The one I take by Berkeley, I take it twice a day. It does actually increase your eNOS. So there's eNOS, which is endothelium nitric oxide, iNOS, which is induced nitric oxide, and there's nNOS, which is neuropathy nitric oxide as well too. Neuronal something nitric oxide. I have to look into it. I did a video on it explaining all 3 different kinds of nitric oxide. Hi man, I'm the guy whom you played chess. His cardiologist said ejection improved from exercise regular. Maurice, my friend, improved his ejection fraction from cycling regular distance, no supplement. I leave him to it, but he's gonna get magnesium deficient sweating, loads of exercise. But his cardiologist says ejection, you could increase the ejection slightly, but once he stops doing such a high levels of cycling, it's gonna go back to normal, because what's causing it is actually it's a deficiency. Wow, love your knowledge. Where are you based? I'm in Canada right now. What do you have to say about radium? I heard they treat lupus from it. I cannot answer that question, unfortunately. There's certain things I cannot answer because I'll get banned. Sorry, what's good for hay fever? Quercetin. Are you a doctor? I got graduated through TikTok education. Dr. James? What can I help you, Dr. James, with? Are you a doctor? Or you just have a title? Maurice, I will be starting keto diet next week. What are your thoughts? Yeah, it should be fine. Just what you have to do is still introduce some carbohydrates once a week, or else you're gonna end up falling into a hypothyroidism or underactive thyroid. I've been suffering from high blood pressure lately. Not sure if it's a change in environment as I moved from Canada to South Africa. What is the best solution to solve this naturally? Go download my ebook on how to actually reverse and cure high blood pressures. Most of the time it is a deficiency. Where's Duke? Hey Duke! Let's see if he comes. Where are you? Endodontist by profession. Yeah, you know, a title is just a title, James. If you don't practice and you actually show your love to patients and customers and actually guide them properly, a title is a title, and a title is bullshit if you don't actually go above and beyond for your patients. But if you're the type of doctor that actually feeds people pharmaceutical bullshit, then, you know, like I said, your title means nothing. There he comes. Where'd you go, little guy? Salutations from BC, Canada. Hey, where about in BC? I'm in BC too. Come on, Duke, don't be shy to strangers on the internet. I agree. Duke, come here. Hey. Come here, let me grab you. He's looking. I think maybe he saw the deer, the little baby deer. I think if I let Duke go after the deer, he'll probably catch him, poor guy. He's so tiny. Chilliwack, okay. I don't know how far that is, Chilliwack. I haven't checked. I'm close to Summit Lake area. He's a big wolf. Sometimes he gives me a hard time. I don't know if he gives me a hard time or not. Like, there's certain days, I don't know what with him. Anything I do, he wants to do. Anything, like today, this morning, I'm going up the ladder to actually finish my ceiling. I look behind me and he's already on the 4th step on the ladder and he's shaking and I'm on the top. I can't freaking jump so I can take him down. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Maurice, does lower resting heart rate equal higher ejection fraction? It's not whether, see the ejection fraction, I'll have to give you some information on that. Maybe send me a direct message, Ben. Maybe I should do like a video because I've been getting a lot of requests on that. And what I'll do is I'll explain it in very, very detailed information. Do you want to do that, Ben? Maybe send me a message if you don't mind, and I'll actually put all the input for you on how we can actually improve it and why we need to improve it at a certain time frame. Oh, but sometimes it's like I'm working with a table saw this morning as well, and he's just right beside me, and I hate him being beside me because he can get himself hurt. Hi Maurice, I've sent many to you. Miss you, Sandra Peters. Happy you left Calgary. Much love. Oh, hey Sandy, how are you? Training at gym for 3 years, and my hepatitis tests were A, B, and C are negative. My LT93, ST50. I hate beta blockers. They should figure some other alternatives. Yes, cardiac drug sucks. Beta blockers are not good, you know, with the amount of side effects we have behind them and the amount of cognitive decline for a lot of customers, for a lot of patients. You know, definitely beta blockers and a lot of you know, other blood pressure medications, even statins, they should never be used. You know, there's a lot of other ways we can figure out a way to actually help patients without actually being on these drugs. So whenever we have high blood pressure, whenever we have cholesterol, whenever we have issues like that, your body is not deficient in statin, your body is not deficient in beta blocker, your body is deficient in minerals and vitamins that we need to actually support. Once we actually start to support the body, then we can actually go back to like homeostasis. Now the body has the raw material to actually heal and repair itself. But If it doesn't have any of these raw materials and we keep feeding it medications, we're just gonna continue falling apart. We go one step forward, 10 steps backward. Maurice, what is the best time and way to take berberine and L-carnitine, please? L-carnitine, if it's liposomal, you can take it on an empty stomach. If it's not, it is good to take it with your first meal, roughly about 3,000 milligrams. But berberine as well, 500 meal 1, 500 meal 2 for the first 10 days. After 10 days, meal 2, make sure you increase it to 1,000 milligrams. After 45 days, make sure you cycle off. Just bought your ebook, waiting for the email. Excellent. I'm tired all the time. I hate it. Start using D-ribose and creatine. I was given 2.4 for palpitation and anxiety. That's not going to help your anxiety or your palpitation. Can you explain the peptide injections? Are you talking about the... So peptides injection, what you do is you actually put it in the fat part of your stomach. So you gotta squeeze your stomach and roughly about an inch away from your belly button, and you actually stick the insulin needles with the peptides. It depends how many micrograms you're looking to be taking. Doctor or dentists are not the same as being a healer. What to eat when you feel weak? Nothing. Fast. Or boost up your mitochondria when you feel weak. What deficiency causes lower injection fraction in simple terms? It's always been, it's a combination. It's a combination of L-carnitine, ubiquinol. These are like the top two. Can acetyl L-carnitine powder be taken on an empty stomach? 3,000 milligrams be took all in one? Yes, you could. You can take up to 5,000 milligrams on an empty stomach. Exactly. What do you think? Thank you for clarifying, but those doctors, man, no post on Uptold. Yes, side effects were 100%. It's crazy. It's crazy how it is. Have reworded my question 6 times. I think it's been blocked. Probably. If it's been blocked, maybe send it to my direct message. I can see if I can respond there. With minimal information. What do you mean boost up your mitochondria? So your mitochondria is your energy, is your powerhouse. And how you can boost up your mitochondria, sometimes it's the food we eat, we're not actually eating correctly. You can also always take supplements such as D-ribose and creatine to boost up your energy levels. That's what gives your body energy. I weigh 72 kilograms, want to lose weight. What should I take? You can take berberine and switch all your carbohydrates from first meal to last meal of the day. Maurice, I have 200 milligrams ubiquinol in one go. If I take 300, do I need to take in separate dose? No, you can take up to 300 per dose. Should be fine. So I'm guessing you're a house doctor or a cardiologist. I'm a clinical nutritionist, actually, clinician. But my focus has always been on diabetes and cardiovascular disease. Does Chilajet give me energy? Yes, because it does have the trace minerals and it does act as an anti-inflammatory effect. Make sure you are getting the correct Chilajet. So it's very thick, like almost thicker than honey. In Canada. Maurice thought 75% of my vitamins. Yes, listen to him. Hey Sandys, how are you? I'm good. Hope you're doing good. How to fix low libido. Is coconut juice good for energy? Fresh, because it does contain all the electrolytes. Only if it's fresh, not bottled bullshit. Chilajet made my friend anxious and gave him palpitations. Which one did he buy, Ben? Is it like the thick version, like it almost feels like thick honey, or is it like a capsule? Some people have, you're actually the third person that tells me that. I haven't really tried it. I tried it once years ago and I didn't really like it just because I thought it was very overly priced and there's no real, the company would never show me their certificate of analysis. Middle East. Can I buy organic coconut from store? I don't think there's organic. Coconut is coconut. I don't know if there is actual organic. I haven't seen them, but you can probably, if you buy it and crack it yourself and get the liquid, but don't buy it already pre-juiced in a bottle. That stuff is garbage. It's probably heated and pasteurized and it's full of sugars. Maurice, is it possible to be fit and good at and good at running or cycling but have low ejection fraction, or no, failing hard? Poor. See, sometimes the ejection fraction has nothing to do with your physical activity and stuff. It's mostly, sometimes it could be genetic, could be eating habits, could be something that actually activated a bad genes that are actually causing these issues. The question is, why is it causing that issue? What's actually conflicting with it? Do you already have like a weak heart or a weak ejection, or aorta is not working correctly? There's a lot of things we have to actually look into in specific and break it down. I'm 5'7", 138 kilograms. Any suggestions? Suggestions for what? Be more specific, please. But I'm gonna actually do a video on that. I'm gonna actually write it down then, and I'm actually gonna because I wrote some information on it years ago, and I'm actually gonna do a video on it. And hey, watch out, Duke. Watch out. Give me a second. I'm just gonna write it down because I'm actually gonna get it done in very, very good explanation. And this way kind of gives everybody an idea. I'll put here a new video, and we're gonna be talking about ejection fraction. I'll put here supplement, issues, benefits, side effects, deficiency, supplement stack, running, exercise, cycling, off the world, insulin opportunities, normal ejection. Yeah, I've seen the normal ejection levels is usually 51 to 53. Yeah, I did a small video about it a while ago, but I'm gonna do another one, Ben. I'm gonna go a lot more in specific in it, and this way I can definitely help you with it, and we can actually kind of dig a little bit further into it. So, do you reverse a poor heart to proper function by exercising or supplement? What's your take on this segment, age-wise, from 30 till? Well, what happened is anything to do with heart disease and everything, all that stuff is actually reversible. It's all in regards to your diet intake, lifestyle intake, what you're consuming, what genes, possible issues you could be having. So there's a lot of things to actually look into in specifics. But yeah, whether you're in your early 20s or your early 30s, something has to be done about it, because everybody's moving forward to like heart disease these days, and it's most of the time it's due to our food. Our food has been tampered with, and it's becoming more of man-made issues more than anything. Why is my 2-year-old baby white blood cells low? It's all in your diet. Possible issue with the immunity. Maurice, is it okay to take taurine, magnesium drops, creatine and D-ribose in the morning on an empty stomach? I wouldn't take D-ribose early in the morning. If you're gonna try not to take no more than about 2 grams, because if you do take more than that, you're gonna activate your insulin. So I would leave maybe the D-ribose in the evening, just take creatine without D-ribose. Specialist diet for insulin opportunist. Yeah, I can help you with that. What is the blood sugar in the morning? 110, while glycosylated hemoglobin is 4.85. I'll have to check the 110. I'll have to do it as in a proper calculation, but it should be fine. Early morning is always bad because sometimes due to the liver is actually detoxifying. D-ribose 5 grams after exercise. Yeah, just stick with the 5 grams after exercise would be ideal, with probably creatine would be perfect. I wouldn't do more than that. Unless you've had already some heart issues, then yes, you can go up to 10 grams. But if you want to take it before, I wouldn't take no more than about 2 or 2.5 grams before an exercise, let's say, or earlier throughout the day. What causes the feeling of having no air but oxygen levels are fine? It's usually anxiety that causes that, or restrictions in your lungs. But it's usually anxiety, and sometimes it does fall in the mucus conflicting issue. I'm gonna take one more question, guys, and I do have to kind of get back and finish up. 10 grams D-ribose for dilated myopathy. Best supplements for dialytics myopathy. L-carnitine, coenzyme Q10, ribose, creatine, magnesium. Yes, perfect mix. It's 100% perfect mix. I'm getting a German Shepherd puppy. Who's this? Sandy. I need a dog. Nice. I have to have a spine surgery, but my white blood count is high, so the doctor won't do the surgery. That means there's a reaction in your body. That's why it's high. Your body's trying to fight an illness, or you have high inflammation. Maurice, show us the view, please. You got it, D. Let me show you guys the view before I let you guys go for the day. Maurice, you get another. Oh no, it was someone else was asking me. But I have a friend was telling on TikTok. I would love to have another dog for Duke, so he can they can play around a bit, because he's taking a lot of my time. But I don't know if I can afford another dog right now. Right, Duke? Duke, you want another dog to play with? Yeah? What kind? Really? Yes, thanks. See you next time in Poland. It's 12:10. Good night. Take care. Have a nice evening. Maurice, you get a different breed if you get another dog, or same breed? I think I would get the same breed. I like the German Shepherd European. They're very loyal, and I think they're amazing dogs. Definitely, I definitely want the same breed, but it's not cheap. They're not cheap, and because I do feed them raw all the time, so it kind of gets a little bit expensive. Duke is a protection dog. He's a German Shepherd European. He's very well trained, but the problem is he loves to play. He loves to play. He has way too much energy. Way too much energy that like every day I have to spend about 2 hours with him. So he spends an hour in the water playing. Then when he's done playing with the water, we actually have to do some walk, and he has to actually play with the ball for a good hour again, or else he's not exhausted. Or else he'll keep me up all night. Right, Duke? Duke. Puts. Good boy. Hey, listen. What do you want to have for dinner tonight? What do you want to have for dinner? You want chicken? Chicken necks or turkey necks? Turkey necks. I got him beef tongue, but we haven't had a chance to cook it because I want half and I'm going to give him half. So maybe we can actually cook it right on the wood stove, because we have a lot of wood left from the ceiling. We can burn it all. Oh, it's beautiful, Ben. It's nice and calm, and we still have a little bit of snow on top of the mountain. It's starting to get a black cloud, so we're gonna get rain Saturday and Sunday actually. So that's gonna probably prevent me from finishing some stuff, because I'll have to put the table saw and the miter saw away as well too, so I can finish up after. Just should have his own TikTok page. Yeah, no kidding. He should. Duke, what are you doing? Come up here. It's just too bad here in Canada they don't pay us for like TikTok likes or anything like that, which just kind of sucks. You know, if they do, would be nice. Then I probably spend even more time and actually have a specific page for him, like you mentioned. I have my bags packed. I'm coming. Sounds good. See you soon, D. You can probably sit on every time somebody comes and visits. I know my family is gonna come and visit, and my nephew is gonna come and visit. They're just gonna sit on this deck and just enjoy the view, probably. Duke should have his own TikTok page. Nice view. Duke, you wanna have your own page? I should get him a camera and actually hook it up on him, so this way every night I'll actually load all the moves he does and actually post them up on YouTube or something. Get someone in England to make your account TikTok, then you just log in and upload, and you get money monthly for views like everyone else you would Duke, oh, 100%. I should do that actually. Get somebody. Did you guys hear that? We should get. I'm gonna get somebody from UK. If anybody wants to help out, maybe you can open up an account for me, and I'll just have to upload. That's a good idea, because here in Canada we're stuck with nothing. Me and Duke, right, Duke? Then maybe I can have another one, another Duke. Oh, the dogs are barking. Somebody's coming. Yeah. So what happened is Ben. He likes to actually. Miss Cosmo, let's connect 100%. So Duke, what happened is he loves to stay outside at night, and actually, I left him one night actually at night, and seriously, I couldn't freaking sleep because he's barking and he's going after stuff. So finally, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? I go outside and he has 3 frogs, two mice are dead, and he's playing with 3 frogs, and that's all he's been doing at night and barking and playing with them, I guess. So that was the last time I left him outside. So now he's inside. I lock him up with me. I'm like, go to sleep and don't move anymore. That's it. And he actually falls asleep, which is good. Oh, I think the guys are here because there's one guy who's gonna come and actually show me how to use his excavator, because he's gonna lend me his excavator so I can actually dig for the water. Right, Duke? Duke, big boy. Yeah, he would love to actually be up all night long. But we get a lot of animals at night as well. There's coyotes, we get some black bears sometimes. But he'll be going after like mice like crazy. He just kills them and he just puts them on the doorstep for me. Oh yeah, the guy is here, guys, for the excavator. I do have to get going, so we'll chat later. He's coming up the hill. Take care, guys. We'll chat later.